Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Plug-in Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 8th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Back to school season is here, and Dollar General has everything you need to start the school year strong. Don't forget to grab a pair of bright yellow sunglasses from the Yellow Glasses Project for just $2. Every purchase makes a difference, with 100% of proceeds helping support teachers, classrooms, and nonprofit organizations working to improve reading and literacy skills across the country. Stop by Dollar General today and shine bright with the Yellow Glasses Project, available now at Dollar General. The Yellow Glasses Project is a program of the Dollar General Literacy Foundation.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Summer of Jeep is happening right now at Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Lease a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, just $373 a month, or a 2026 Jeep Gladiator Sport 4x4, only $239 a month. We can beat any offer. Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Running a business shouldn't feel like a juggling act. One app for accounting, another for inventory, one more for sales, and somehow they never work together. Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated platform with all the business applications you need: CRM, inventory, accounting, marketing, and more, all working together seamlessly. Stop juggling software and get back to growing your business. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
He golfs that one high in the air, out to right. Wood is back and right on cue. Kyle Sauers, second deck.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
And behind Sandy Alcantara, this guy has gone the distance. It's his 13th career complete game and his 5th career complete game shutout.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off and ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Strom.
Well, nice job, Vladdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live here from Great American Ballpark here in Cincinnati on another hot 86-degree Sunday afternoon. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. As always, we are on 104.3 FM WQAM.
I didn't actually think they'd pinch hit.
Game 125 of 162, 38 remain. And I thought yesterday one of the best post-All-Star break wins for the Marlins occurred last night. It was back and forth in the Queen City. Miami opened up scoring. Cincy took a lead in the third inning. Joe Mack tied it up in the fourth. And then the Fish, late in this game in the eighth, Heriberto Hernandez delivered a clutch hit to give the Marlins a lead in that eighth inning, and Miami was able to secure a win in Game 2 last night, 8-4. Eury Perez, can he bottle up any sort of momentum from last night and pour it out into this afternoon? He's been simply sensational as of late. He will go opposite today, a left-hander who the Marlins have struggled against this year, 12-18 against left-handed starters, Nick Lodolo. He's made a couple of starts off the IL. It's all about the curveball for the 28-year-old. We will discuss in segment 4 how the Marlins can get to him offensively. But it's a good old-fashioned rubber match, and it's Game 3 of this 3-game set between your 63-61 Miami Marlins and the 59-63 Cincinnati Reds. We will get going on this Sunday afternoon at 1:40 on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon with Jack McMullen and the 1984 World Series champ Rod Allen. I am Stephen Strom. We got a good show for you ahead. Good sound. We got Joe Mack to join the program. We'll have Daniel Moskis, Marlins pitching coach, specifically talking about Eury Perez ascension. We'll get you to the count with the two men on the mound. We'll get Jack and Rod in segment 4. Expo question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. We talk so much about Joe Mack and what he does defensively, but how about again yesterday coming up with not only 3 hits in last night's game, but also just a big-time home run. He slugged his 12th home run of the season in that 4th inning to tie the game up, and here was Mack post-game, just recapping the victory and another record that he has broken.
It's a big win for us. Credit to everybody, the position players, the pitchers coming in, getting jobs done, throwing in crucial spots when we needed it to, guys getting jobs done on the field, hitting-wise, and, it was just all together great day today, and, very excited for the team.
What kind of reaction do you think Bert's big hits, not only one but a couple in this game, presented in there?
Yeah, it's huge. He's just been doing it all year. He's been coming through, and, he's the guy that, we want up there when we have guys in scoring position to drive him in. So, he did a great job and capitalized on that.
Was this the busiest challenge game that you have had this year?
I think so. First pitch, usually it's not a great spot to challenge, but, I thought it was a strike through and through and ended up ripping it, and it was. But, after that, kind of just settled in a little bit and, needed to when I had to, but I think so, yeah. It was probably the most challenge for me, yeah.
Last one for you, 12 home runs. You just passed Charles Johnson. Just what does it mean to, continue to set these records as such a young catcher?
I didn't even know that was a record. I'm extremely blessed and humbled. I'm extremely thankful to God and, for allowing me to be in this position. And, I give him all the credit. So, I'm just extremely happy and just joyful throughout the process.
No Joe Mack in the lineup today. He will take the day off. We've got Brian Navarreto, who will be behind the dish, and Augustine Ramirez will DH, obviously, Nick Lodolo, the left-hander, Joe Mack getting the day off. But how about the season that he has put together here? I mean, even if he ends this year with 12 home runs, I mean, again, how good he is defensively. If this guy, and when this guy gets a full season, like, is this guy a 25 home run guy? Like, can you imagine that, getting that productivity from that position when you get that defense? The sky's the limit for Joe Mack. Important question that I want to dive into, and you tell me this, you can drop in the comments. Ranking the importance of offensive production, right? You could probably say 1, 2, Stowers and Otto, but where does guys like Heriberto, where does guys like Joe Mack fall into that category? Even Xavier Edwards. We'll discuss that with Rod and Jack in segment 4, but you start to think, like, the way that Joe Mack is swinging the bat, it feels like when he performs offensively, the Marlins also win. Again, not in the lineup today. It'll be Augustine Ramirez, who will DH, and Brian Navarreto, who will catch Eury here today. More on Eury. Daniel Moskis, Marlins pitching coach. They've got a special relationship. We'll uncover that, and we'll also talk about that sinker. It feels like it has changed the trajectory of Eury's season, but not so fast, as Lee Corso will say. We'll have Daniel Moskis on next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit metrogroupmiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
If you've got roaches in your kitchen and spiders in your attic, the termites ate your baseboards and your husband said he's at it. They're scratching in your ceiling, could rats be inside your wall? Call ABC Home and Commercial Services. At ABC we study bugs and roaches, that's no doubt. Invite us to your casa and the bugs will all move out. From ants to stinky termites, we can find them all. For quick and courteous service, call ABC Home and Commercial Services.
This is Owen Casey, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, welcome back here to Cincinnati. It's the final game of this three-game series. It's the rubber match. We'll head off to Philadelphia for a pivotal National League East divisional clash in Philly over the next couple of days. But the focus is on this afternoon, Eury Perez and Nick Lodolo. How about the job that Daniel Moskis has done, the Marlins pitching coach? Now, there's been so many wrinkles that have been added into just the Marlins organization since Peter Bendix has arrived here in 2024. But one of them being is the Marlins are going to do things differently from a pitching perspective. They're not going to throw as many fastballs. They're going to have someone in the dugout and Rob Marcello call pitches. And that's a lot on someone in Daniel Moskis, who has led the charge here for this team on the arm side. Top 10 in ERA, 3.9. Home runs per 9, they're top 7. Hits per 9, they're top 7. So they've done a really good job with the starters. They've done a really good job with the relievers as well. But specifically, it's been all about two individuals, you feel like, the last month and change. And it's been Sandy and it's been Eury. The guys, the two key cogs, I think, in this starting rotation. But tonight we're going to focus on Eury Perez and what he has been able to do. The last 11 here for Eury. He's pitching to a 1.82 ERA, 64 and a third innings pitch. He's completely eliminated the home run ball. He's eliminated the walks, the strikeouts are through the roof. And here was Daniel Moskos specifically on the sinker. Now, we know so much about the four-seamer that was the calling card for Eury, specifically his rookie year in 23, out with Tommy John in 24. 25 was weird. It was stop and starty, obviously getting back into the swing of things in the month of June. The command is always the last thing to come back when it comes to the Tommy John. But this year, like the first half of the season was a struggle for Eury. So Daniel Moskos and company, they got together and they felt like the next best thing for Eury was a sinker. Now, according to Moskos, it wasn't the only thing, and it shouldn't be the only thing we should be highlighting as it's come to Eury's last 11 starts here.
For starter, I want to take a step back. I don't think that the sinker is necessarily the reason for the breakthrough for Eury. I think it's a nice addition to his arsenal. I certainly think it complements the fastball really well. The idea came from he's got an elite fastball, but it's just one very specific shape, and it felt like a decent wrinkle, to be able to give him something he can run away from lefties, and also something he can more effectively throw in on righties. He feels really confident being able to throw that kind of to the arm side of the plate, so definitely gives him a nice weapon there. But really what I think has taken Eury to the next step is just like the commitment to the little things that do make a big contribution when you stack them all together. Practice habits have completely changed. The way he processes outcomes has completely changed. The way he manages his emotions has completely changed. And so I don't think it would be fair to Eury to say it's just been the sinker, because he's made so much progress in so many areas. He deserves the credit for all of those. And so I just wanted to make sure I highlighted, kind of the total package that Eury is certainly becoming before our eyes. Like, we're seeing him grow up. The maturation has been incredible. And we're getting back to him being the happy kid with a smile on his face on start day, which is something that warms my heart.
Well, it's really good points there. Again, that was Marlins pitching coach Daniel Moskos. Yes, the sinker has helped, and it's helped other pitches in his arsenal, including that four-seamer. Opponents are hitting just, under 200 against that pitch. But yeah, like Eury is still 23 years old, and there's certain things that like you just can't measure, like how Eury is when things get a little bit spicy on the base pass, and how he's handling his emotions. There's no stat that you can back that up with. It's more about the process and how Eury, again, 23 years old, has figured out his routine, little things that he's done. We've heard throughout the season, like to work on command. He got in the bullpen and he had like literal plates in the bullpen that he was trying to hit with the baseball for command and accuracy. We've heard that he's wrote things down in his cap. When he gets all flustered, he'll take off the cap, he'll look inside, and he's got some things that he's written inside to kind of like keep his cool and stay even keel. So yes, the sinker's been a big part of it, but that's why you asked the question to a guy that works extremely close to him. And I don't know if you noticed, like at the end of that clip, you can see him in Daniel Moskos start to slow down. He's really feeling that pride in the success that Eury has had. So I posed the question. It feels like you guys have a special relationship. Why is Eury specifically someone that maybe is a little bit closer in your heart than other guys?
Yeah, probably because he's young enough to be my son. But outside of that, he is just a special personality. It's infectious, his charisma, his charm. He really greet him every day with a big hug, and that's just kind of the thing. He's like a teddy bear in a way that you just feel comfortable with. And it's taken time, and certainly there was a language barrier there, and so sometimes that's a little bit of a slower drip than it could be with an American English speaking player. But we've continued to build it and continued to grow it, and it makes me happy to hear you say that, because it does feel like a special relationship, but you never know what the outside sees it as. So it's a pretty cool one.
You see that? I mean, you could tell he's getting a little welly eye. I mean, you could see the tears might be falling in the next couple of minutes if he kept on talking about Eury. But in all seriousness, Daniel Moskos has done an incredible job with Eury, and we're starting to see, I think, I don't know if guys in that dugout still feel like he's scratching the surface, because, again, he's still like 23 years old. He's making a career high in counting here, 22nd start of his season. But it has been awesome to see his maturation and now the effects on the field. You feel like every time Eury toes the rubber, the Marlins are in a really good position to win no matter who is throwing on the other side. We'll get you ahead of the count coming up next. Nick Ladoa, a little bit more on him. He's got a new grip for a certain pitch. We'll talk about that. Eury Perez as well. We'll get you ahead of the count on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Legal battles shouldn't be fought alone, especially when your health, finances, or family's future are on the line. I'm Adam Werner. At Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, we guide our neighbors across the Miami, Florida community through some of life's most difficult legal transitions, from injury cases to disability cases, bankruptcy, and more. Our team is committed to providing clear guidance, strong advocacy, and dependable support every step of the way. Let our family help lead the fight so you can focus on yours. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to loandepot.com and let us help get you home. That's loandepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
How refreshing has it been to watch Jacob Marcy? Just real quick, because I don't know if we're going to get to this. Jacob Marcy in the month of August, okay, in his career, which has been, less than 2 seasons. But last August, Marcy got called up, hit 352, 1,000 OPS. This guy had 25 RBIs and 37 hits in 1 month, and that was August. And this month, August of 2026, hitting 342, 900 OPS, and he had 4 hits yesterday. He is in the lineup. He'll play center field a little bit lower against the lefty Nick Lodolo. Today's starting pitchers are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. It's time to get you ahead the count, which is also brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. We'll start here with Eury Perez, 23-year-old right-hander who will make his 22nd start of the season. Eury's 6-9 with a 3.39 ERA. He's thrown 116 2/3 frames. He's punched out 128. He's walked 44. He did pick up the win on Tuesday against Pittsburgh after shoving 7 shutouts, 7 punch-outs. 62 of his 100 pitches were for strikes. We talked so much about the added arsenal. Here was Clayton McCullough on how his arsenal has evolved.
I think he was just so open to looking at how am I going to really take steps to be like an elite pitcher in this league. And it was going to require more than just a 4-seam, fastball that's fast. And how hard he's worked on first, the sweeper and the slider, and he got those just so much more consistent. But I think he, give Eury a lot of credit for, looking ahead. Like, how can I, really get better and take my game to another level? And now we've seen this year as, he's continued to get outings under his belt that he's got so much confidence it feels like to throw any offering.
What is crazy about Eury's start against Pittsburgh, it was his first victory picked up on his ledger since July 5th. So again, this run of form for Eury, last 11, 1.82 ERA, and his first win since July 5th. Need some run support here. Eury, again, last 11, the 1 ERA, 64 1/3 innings pitch. He's punched out 70. He's walked 16. He did face Cincinnati earlier in the year. That was back on April 8th. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and 6 punch outs. This could be a big strikeout game for Eury, considering this Reds offense does punch out a lot. Eury today will go opposite Nick Lodolo. Got a couple of cuts I do want to share with you guys on Lodolo, 28-year-old southpaw, who will make his 14th start of the season. You're thinking 14th start? It's August 16th. Yes, because he's been placed on the IL twice with blister issues. Same thing that happened with Brady Singer at the end of spring training, and then he had a real rough start to his year, but he's turned it around. Marlins did get to him a little bit yesterday. But back to Lodolo, he was activated on August 11th, so he just made his first start back on Tuesday against the Chicago White Sox. Allowed 4 runs on 4 innings pitched, but he gave up 3 home runs. Here was his manager, Tito Francona, on Lodolo's
He gave
outing.
up three solos. They hit him pretty good, but I thought he threw the ball really well. He made a couple mistakes and paid for it, but his breaking ball was good. He didn't walk anybody. He threw strikes. I thought he was crisp.
So Tito was talking about that breaking ball. The bread and butter for Lodolo is that curveball, and that actually is the pitch that got him on the IL to begin with because he started to struggle with the grip. It was giving him a blister. So here was Lodolo after his last start on that breaking ball and on that new pitch grip.
Felt good. I thought I was able to throw it for a strike a lot. Obviously, there's different steps with that I want to get to. But overall, like I said, I was happy with the way it felt. And then the result with that pitch was pretty solid. So, definitely something to build off.
Lodolo, 5 career starts against Miami, 2.28 ERA over 28 and a third innings pitched. So Nick Lodolo will go opposite today, Eury Perez. When we come back, we'll talk about the hero last night, and it wasn't a player. Rod and Jack are next on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Hey, it's Joe Rose and Hollywood. Catch us weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WQAM. We've got Marlins news and everything else going on in South Florida sports, including the Canes, Heat, Panthers, and the Dolphins. Spend your mornings with us right here on the home of the Marlins, FM 104.3 WQAM, and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
And of course, Joe, they can always catch all of our interviews that we do on the show on our website at WQAM.com.
John Crook here. You ever hear sound and immediately know your day just got expensive? That right there, that's the sound of a bad day. Look, on the field, I'm prepared and ready for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way because repair bills don't ask permission. They just show up. That's why I have CarShield, coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Big sight, new Hank, big sight. Y'all know how to, you know, all eyes on me.
So I think a lot of our guys are going to have good at-bats today, and I've got Hernandez doing something special today. I think he's going to have a good day.
With the runner at third and one away in the top of the fifth.
Hernandez has been very successful getting that runner in from third with just one out this year.
And he lines one just past the dive of the shortstop, De La Cruz, into left for a base hit. Right on cue. 1-2 pitch. Heriberto lines one out to right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Augustine around third. He's going to come in to score right behind Ruiz. Heriberto Hernandez shoots one the other way. And he's got a 2-run single. And the Fish up 6-4 in the top of the 8th.
All eyes on Heriberto Hernandez.
That's
all
right.
ears on Rod Allen. What did you know yesterday, Mr. Rod Allen? You had a feeling, and boy, did it come to fruition.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had a conversation with him yesterday, and I've just been watching, and I watch hitters closely. I mean, that was what I thought I'd get to the big leagues as a hitting coach or either a manager. But I watch guys from time to time, and I talk to him all the time, and I just noticed that he had stopped hitting the ball to center field. He had 7 home runs straight back through the center of the diamond, some to right center field. And I just said to him, you know what, that left shoulder, you're kind of leaking out a little bit too soon. Keep it in there a little bit longer. Think about hitting the ball up the middle. He had a couple of balls right up the middle yesterday, and he made an adjustment. I mean, and it was just really good to see, because sometimes you just need that. Somebody just to notice a little something. I'm not a hitting coach down there, but just a little bit of a, keep that shoulder in there and hit that ball up the middle. That's all he needed.
And considering the night he had 2 nights ago, I know he felt horrible about the slide. He misses the ball, and then Sandy ends up giving up the run. Marlins end up losing. For him to come back and have those big hits were huge. And my next question to both of you guys, really ranking the importance of offensive production. I think the 1-2 we can all agree on is Otto and Stowers, and you guys tell me if you feel any different about that. But where does Heriberto, mix in that list there?
You go first.
I think he's right there at 2 for me. Stowers has been really good when he's played. Of course, he's had some interruptions as far as his season was concerned with that hamstring, but Otto's been banging all year. He's kind of slowed down lately. Xavier's been really consistent for most of the year as well. But then you add in what Heriberto did when he came back up from the minor leagues there for about 6 weeks. We're not in this position of being in a hunt for a playoff position had he not performed the way that he performed. Then Stowers kind of hit his sea legs and he got hot. He kind of carried the team for a while, but now it's back up to Bert to do some damage. But the first 2 you mentioned, Stowers and Lopez, definitely there. But I think Heriberto has also been right there in the mix of very important for this offense.
Echoing that thought, yeah, I think real quick, like Bert, Conine, Casey.
Yep.
Can I clump those 3 together? Because I think one of them needs to be going at all times. So you got Otto and X, who have been very consistent. Stowers, when he's on the field, has been very consistent home run threat. But I think on top of Stowers, you need another power bat going. And for a while, that was Hernandez. For a bit, that was Owen Casey. And as of late, it's been Griffin Conine. So I feel like one of those 3 is a recipe for success.
Jack, more encouraging day, Bird or Marcy?
Marcy. Jacob Marcy in his last 10 has bumped the clip from $197 to 212. And I was telling you on the walk home last night, this guy doesn't sniff the highway again. Like, he doesn't get below the Mendoza line again. And that does so much. And Rod has mentioned that, like, there's a different feeling when you look at the scoreboard and you see a 1 leading the batting average versus a 2 leading the batting average.
Especially this time of the year.
100%. So, I mean, with Marcy being this hot over the last 2 weeks or so, getting the clip up to a point where it won't get back to the Mendoza line, I think is really important.
Okay, the plan of attack, Rod Allen, Nick Lodolo, the Marlins. I mean, I know we say that they have struggled against Southpaws. It's still, 12 and 18, but it feels like they're trending. It feels like they have been better against left-handed starters. But what's the plan of attack against Lodolo here this afternoon?
Well, we've got a lot of athletic players in the lineup today, probably our most athletic lineup. A lot of guys can run, a lot of guys can move the baseball around a little bit, but they're going to have to lay off that changeup. He's got a fastball that he makes a lot of mistakes with, out of hard to play, because he's got that low 3/4 arm slot, and he throws from a low quarter through a first base side of the rubber, but he just can't get it inside. So our right-handers are going to have to look for that fastball, and they're also going to have to lay off that changeup. I don't think that curveball is going to be a problem for the today. It's his signature pitch, but he's still searching for that. So I just think our guys have to lay off that changeup.
All right, we'll see if the Marlins here can secure another series win back-to-back before we head off to a big and intimidating environment in Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. But again, all eyes on Eury Perez. He will go opposite Nick Lodolo here at 140. Expo question, Steve's guaranteed. Then we got Jack and Rod on the call in about 12 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Visit Mikasuki Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Mikasuki Casino and Resort online online at mikasuki.com.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, very good Sunday morning to you, or afternoon now in Miami. It's great to have you aboard. It is Game 3 series finale between the Reds and the Marlins. Eury Perez, Nick Lodolo. That will be our matchup on the mound here as the Marlins look to secure another series win before we head south to Philadelphia, or east to Philadelphia for Game 1 tomorrow night. Let's get to our Expo question today. We heard from Joe Mack, 12th home run of the season yesterday. It's the most long balls as a primary catcher in his rookie season since who? At Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Yeah, let's start with Eury Perez. 9 punch-outs today. We faced a couple of teams that strike out a lot. The Pirates, the Reds. I just feel like the way that Eury is cooking right now, the way he has been, the run of form that we've seen from Eury. Give me 9 strikeouts for Eury here this afternoon. Augustin Ramirez, if he wants to stay up here, he's got to hit left. I like him to have an extra base hit. He's also much better as a DH versus as a catcher. And then give me Otto Lopez. He's been scuffling, but again, when we ranked our important rankings for offensive production, Otto's second or one. Whoever, it's kind of a flip-flop, a swap between him and Stowers. I like Otto to get back on track here with 2 hits against the lefty, Nick Lodolo. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Rod Allen, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. It's next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Drinking